good Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or winter solstice and New Year's celebration, even though I know a lot of us had really mellow, mild things that may have felt disappointing. For me, we had some plans to get together with just a couple of family members, like my brother and his wife, and we had to cancel those. So even the most mellow, smallest gathering plans were canceled. And I know that many of you have had family members who may have gotten a positive diagnosis for COVID, or even I know some of you who have family members who just recently passed away. So my heart really goes out to all of you who experienced any form of suffering as a result of the pandemic this holiday season. And if you need any support during this time, please let me know. And you can send me their health support resources or some books, or just listen. So for the rest of us who maybe were not so directly, but maybe just a little bit impacted by COVID, I think that it could have brought up feelings of disappointment in having some smaller festivities, or feelings of gratitude that we don't have to do a big family thing this year. Some people don't love doing that, and this was a nice excuse. So some people really, I know, reveled in having a smaller celebration this year. I would be curious to know which feelings came up for you this holiday season, if you want to leave a comment. And thank you so much for watching. And if you want to like or heart this video, that lets me know that you're here watching. So I'm going to do something new that I've never done with these before, which is to offer an extended workshop this Saturday. That is an extension of the mental health check-in. So I could do a mental health check-in that was more of a workshop, and I wanted to make it very available to everyone. So it's just $5, and it will be for 75 minutes on Saturday, this Saturday. And it will be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it will be a live Zoom webinar. And there is a link with details that you can click on to learn more about it and to register. So right now, I still want to give a tool just for all of those of you tuning in. So I wanted to drop in here in the comments on Facebook this Wheel of Life tool. And so this is a great tool if you want to start assessing whether or not you are living your best life. Sometimes I think it can be a little, maybe some of us can feel selfish, like, do I really deserve to live my best life if so many people are suffering right now? And I think that can be really built into our plan of living our best life. Like, we can plan to give money or give time to those in need, or we can plan to reach out more to those who may need our support, or we can plan to give ourselves better self-care so that we can show up better for others. So I think that no matter what, living our best life into 2021 is good for everyone, because if you are feeling better, then you can offer better support to everyone, and you'll be more pleasant to be around. When we're not taking very good care of ourselves, or we're struggling mentally, then it can be hard to offer anything to anyone else. What your motivation is for 2021, I am hoping to offer this little workshop on Saturday to just provide some basic tools that I've learned coaching the past 6.5 years. The basic tools to just start planning what you may want your 2021 to look like. So I'll explain a little bit about the science of behavior change, and what the skills for behavior change are. I'll prompt you to think about what might be exciting or fun this year, and we'll take a look. I'll prompt you to reflect on and maybe write down some of the ways that you typically will self-sabotage, and we'll explore some mental blocks and some limiting beliefs that may be getting in the way from you feeling your best this year. So that's what we'll cover in the workshop on Saturday. And again, I really want it to be open to anyone who. If $5 is too much, send me a message and let me know, and I'll try and accommodate everyone who wants to join. Cost prohibitive, so just let me know. So that being said, we'll do a lot of things more in depth on Saturday, but really quickly, I just want to go over this Wheel of Life tool. And you can Google Wheel of Life tool and find all sorts of great free self-assessment tools online. And right now is a great time to do that. And so basically just sort of rate from 0 to 10 how great you or not great you think your life is in any of these areas. So physical environment, business, career, finances, health, family and friends, romance, personal growth, fun and recreation. And we on Saturday will take the time to actually do that. So it's kind of like, it's one thing to know what the tools are, and then it's another time to actually take time for yourself to use them and do them and apply them and reflect. So we can just do one right now. Let's think about, I'm going to pick physical environment because so many of us are staying at home right now and it's super important. So right now, go ahead and just reflect. You can maybe close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. And think about your physical environment and how satisfied are you with it on a scale from 0 to 10. And so for me, what comes up is that it's about a 5. I've done a lot of decorating in some cool ways that I haven't been able to do in the past, just because I have a little bit more income. So I've been able to pick out some beautiful items that I really like. But because I've been a student for the past several years, but I tend to let clutter build up in my house, and I have like a million stacks of paper just everywhere, and they're like hiding in closets, they're like here around the desk, and so that really prohibits my physical environment from feeling as good as it could. And I really think that what I need to do is set of time, maybe pretty early on here in January, to just get it out of the way. I think what a mental block that's holding me back would be thinking that I have to do it all at once. Ooh, that really resonates for me. That is keeping me from getting started because I want to be able to finish it all at once. So I need to really think of it in terms of little blocks, little chunks that I just chip away at over time. And that's going to get me started. I think that an important piece of that will be getting buy-in from my boyfriend and just saying, hey, this is something that's really important to me. So, when we're hanging out, I'm going to take this chunk of time to clean, maybe a half an hour each evening for a week. Does that sound cool? Is that okay with you? So that's really important, is to think about who in your household you need to get buy-in from, because that could be a way that your success or your full happiness gets sabotaged, right? Is that you're trying to do something and maybe your kids or your parents or your siblings or whoever you may live with, your partner, they're not fully in on it with you. And they're like, well, I need help with this. Well, I need help with this. So there's an example of one area that I could have more personal satisfaction in, and a mental block. I have to get it all done at once, and kind of a little thing that may sabotage it, which is not getting buy-in from every member of my household. So that's just a little a little tool that you could do, and you can totally do the Wheel of Life for every area, and you could just knock that out right now and go through and kind of see and rate all those different areas of your life and see how you may want to improve them. If you want any help with that, or you want a good container, we will go over this and quite a few other things. Not just that, we won't just do the Wheel of Life. We'll go over quite a few other things to really make sure that you are setting yourself up for it to have the best life in 2021, despite everything, despite the pandemic and all the other stuff that will most assuredly come up that's stressful to us. So if you have any questions, let me know. Just go to the registration form. There's a little form to fill out. It's $5. I'm trying to make it just super easy and accessible to everyone. It's a new thing, so I hope you'll join me. It should be really fun. And I'll see you for the next mental health check-in on Thursday.